bacteriophage really literally means bacteria eater. And they are viruses that are highly efficient. They seek out the bacteria and they can infect the bacteria and then cause it to internalize and internally replicate more of these viruses, which then burst out of the bug and effectively destroy it. And the good thing about the bacteriophage viruses is that they only infect bacteria. So they're completely safe for humans.
What if they attacked a bacteria that's good for humans?
Well, yes, that's right. And the good thing is that the bacteriophages are very specific to particular types of bacteria, including strains. So this is both an advantage and a limitation. So therefore, you need to use more than one virus to be able to ensure that you've got coverage over the whole population of resistant bacteria. Now, Westmead Hospital, for example, in 2010, they treated successfully a 67-year-old woman who had a stubborn urinary tract infection, and they used phage therapy. And what they did was they used multiple viruses, and that was shown to be effective. And so it's been proven in Australia and in other parts of the world clinically that this can work. But there are a few limitations to the technology. The market at the moment is quite small. I mean, we've talked about 23,000 deaths in the US, which is not a huge number in comparison to major diseases such as heart disease or cancer or other things. But the problem is that the threat is growing, of course. So it's expected that the multi-drug resistant Staph aureus and others will become much more serious and affect many more people over the years. But still, at the moment, the market is small. Because they're intrinsically narrow spectrum, as we've talked about, then whilst that's great to ensure that you don't kill off your good bugs, and we all know about good bugs in the gut and the importance of good bugs for gut health and immune health. This is not a threat to that, but because of the narrow spectrum, then that does mean that you have to use probably several different types of bacteriophage to be able to get complete killing of your target. So that becomes a complication. And the other thing is that using them for a systemic infection is problematic, given that once you inject them, they become immunogenic, and therefore you make your own antibodies to them, so you can't have an ongoing therapy with them as they are. However, there's some companies doing some interesting things to overcome those areas.